Greetings everybody out here in the watch loving world. There we go. We're well, it is 7:05 in the morning on September 14th 2021. Temperature is a perfect 68 degrees. Behind me is my garden, and it's September, so things are nice and beautiful and ripe. The beautiful thing about summer, the taste of garden tomatoes. They are so good. And I got peppers, and the corn you see behind me is popcorn I'm raising. I've never raised popcorn. My wife got the idea, so I'm going with it. Everybody likes popcorn. But I want to talk a little bit. I got a couple in my collection. I have two vintage watches. The one you've seen before is my Hamilton Rodney from 1963, and it's this watch beats at 18,000 beats per hour, which is common for watches of that time period to beat. And I don't know if this has ever been serviced, but it keeps wonderful time, you know. And I can wear it. It looks good on my 8-inch wrist as far as I'm concerned. And then I just bought a little now this is about this is a 34 millimeter watch, all right, which was common in the 60s, and in times past these were a common size watch. 34 millimeter was probably your average size. Okay, but now I picked up another one, and it's absolutely gorgeous. This is my Gruen, which you may have seen. It's a Gruen Precision, and it's beating at 18,000 beats per hour. I love the dial. It's a 3, 6, 9, and 12 dial. I really love that. So this is a gorgeous little watch. Now, I have a question. If this said Rolex on it, what would this cost me? Well, 10 times what I paid for it, I'm sure. But somebody convinced me that this is not a gorgeous watch. It absolutely is. So it's 33.5 millimeters wide, 10 millimeters thick. It has the manual wind 510 movement. And so every day you have to wind your watch. And of course I got a new strap for it because the old one was, you know, beat up pretty good. But it's just a beautiful little Gruen watch, which was a major watch company, and they made beautiful watches. It has the crystal on this is plexiglass, and that's the same as my Hamilton. That's pretty common in this time period too. I believe this is from probably the late 70s, early 80s. And of course the lume is probably tritium, and there's no lume left, of course. But I absolutely love these little watches. And you know, they have a place in my collection. If you know, this is absolutely a dress watch. This and my Omega Aquaterra, but this is a dressed watch from years gone by. I absolutely love the 36912 dial on this thing, and the dial looks pretty good for its age. I'm thinking this watch is 40 years old. Anyway, I had to have it serviced, so I took it in and had it cleaned, and of course it was running, and but the mainspring was broke, so it would run and quit. So I took it, and they sent it off and got it serviced, and we got a new mainspring in it. And this watch, I'm sure, will last me the rest of my life now, unless I want to give it to somebody or sell it. But I don't see that happening. It's just for the price of it, what the heck. It's about a third the price of my Hamilton watches that I have. And even with the service and everything, it's under 300 bucks, under 250. So if you had to buy a watch of this quality nowadays, it would cost you. But I thought it was something unusual to have. And so it's a Gruen Precision, 17 joules, manual wind. So every day you wind it up, and it winds pretty good now that it has a new mainspring in it. And just thought it would be an interesting watch for people to take a look at. Anyway, I know everybody out here loves watches like I do. And so this is my stab at vintage watches. I only have 2 of them. Now I have, my wife has my father-in-law's watch, and I think he was wearing it in World War II, but so I think I'm probably going to see how it's running, and if it runs good, we'll just let it run. But if it needs service, you know, now I know people and know how to get vintage watches repaired and back up and running. And so it's an interesting little watch. Now my wristwatch check today. I'm wearing my Hamilton khaki automatic, 42 millimeter, no reflective coating. And I found out something kind of neat about my little Hamilton here, is that, let's see if we can see it. I don't know, can we see up in here? Let's see if this baby will focus any. So if you look up there, and you can see, anyway, this one is a ETA 2824 movement. I could tell that because by the you could see by the jewel on the balance wheel there that it's adjustable, and so the Hamilton H40 movements are not adjustable, but this ETA 2824, which the H40 is based off of, this does have an adjustment of the time, so it can be regulated. But anyway, this thing is running really good, and pretty happy with it. It can be like a pilot's watch, you know, or just it's a field watch. But anyway, it's a beautiful watch. Well, if you liked the video, hit like, hit subscribe. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed to my videos. And remember to keep your watches all wound up.